You guys want to know the best way to spend your money inside of real estate wholesaling to find all these motivated seller leads? This is it right here. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin Can up here with another video, provide massive value and fire content like always. So, if you're new to the channel, join the fam, join the gang by hitting the nice looking subscribe button down below. And today's video, I'm going to be talking with you guys about the best paid way to basically sit at home and find all of these deals. And yes, right, that's right, I'm going to be talking about direct mail marketing. So that beginning screen, those are all of the postcards that have been returned back to me from sending out. And I was doing the math, I want to say that's about like 500 cards, which each card cost me about 42 cents. And so you can do the math, I'm not going to do it right now. But basically that's only like 3 to 5% of what I actually sent out. So if you can get an idea of how many cards I actually sent out, yeah, I sent out a lot of postcards basically. And so now how do you, well, like basically what is the best paid marketing stream? And that is direct mail. Simple as that. And so with direct mail, you send out all these postcards, you spend all this money on postcards, and then you sit at home and wait for about 2 weeks. And then they get sent out and everything and delivered. And then your phone just starts blowing up as soon as you can tell when they finally get delivered, because then you'll start getting all these phone calls. And so when I'd send out about like $2,500 worth, I'd get about a little bit over 100 phone calls. So you can do the math on exactly how many what's the percentage of calls versus postcards being sent out. And basically what you do is you just screen these leads with like a good script and figure out if they're motivated or not. And if they're not motivated and they got a property they're willing to sell, put them on the back burner in the pipeline and just keep following up with them. If they're motivated and they're ready to do a deal right away, then go out there, set up an appointment, and go out there and do a deal. And what's nice about this with this marketing strategy is basically you send out these postcards and you don't have to really do anything actively. You just have to keep following up with leads and basically go on appointments. That's it. All the other marketing streams that you have to make a lot of phone calls and try to actively search for people, like cold calling or driving for dollars or doing bandit signs. You have to actually go out there and put up the signs. And so what's nice about this business model, like I said, you sit at home, or if you have a busy schedule, like you work in like a full-time job, then this is very ideal for you. And so now how do you get into this business model? I would recommend that you would have a budget of at least $1,000 before you jump into it and get started. So that way you have enough postcards sending out, so that way you have enough phone calls coming in to work with and everything. Because when I sent out about 2,500 postcards, I've talked about this in previous videos, this was my first mailing campaign, I got about 4 phone calls back. Now, inside of my own market personally, it has slowed down a lot, just because it's become a little saturated as far as postcards go, and the market value of the properties has gone up drastically. So there being less deals being done inside of the area. I see less wholesalers doing deals, and I see that personally in my own business as well. So it's slowed down, but so I'm not getting really the same returns on it, but it is a very tried and true method of finding deals and very passively done. Now, obviously, one of the best paid ways to do it, if you have more of like a availability inside of your schedule and you can consistently do it twice a day for a few hours per period. So like I would recommend if you have like 6 hours available every day, then the best method for you guys I would recommend is cold calling. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull these different lists like high equity absentee owners or different like tax delinquency. There's a lot of lists that you can pull. But basically, if you can get those and then skip trace them with a company like Need to Skip or REI Skip, or I personally use LexisNexis, and you send them off all these leads as an Excel spreadsheet, and then after you get the leads back, then you just put them into a dialer like a company like Mojo Dialer, and once you upload them, it automatically just goes through and calls all of these numbers for you automatically. And so all you have to do is just sit by the computer and basically talk to people all day. It's like every once in a while someone picks up and then you just jump on the phone. And so they have different plans. You can just do like one line where basically one line's calling, or you can have like up to 3 lines that are all calling consistently. So that way you're consistently just on the phone and not wasting that much time. What's nice about a dialer is you don't have to actually individually dial each phone number. You upload the list of phone numbers and it'll do it all for you automatically. And so now obviously if you are, so sorry about that, my phone ran out of storage, so here we are jumping back into the video. So If you can't afford, obviously, some of these paid methods, then what I recommend is doing some of these free tactics that are available. Now, obviously, they are going to take a little bit more time and energy being put into them. And so tomorrow, if you guys stay tuned, I'm going to make another video breaking down exactly how to do these free tactics, so that way you guys can go out there and do deals without having to spend any money. Now, just try to figure out kind of what your budget is. If you are like less than $500 your budget, then what I recommend is doing some of these free tactics. And then if you have over $500, maybe do cold calling. If you have over $1,000, then I recommend getting into direct mail marketing. Now, or you can pick cold calling if you want, if you have more time in the day. And so really just figure out also like how much time in the day you have available. If you're working full time, then maybe you should do something more passively like direct mail, or there's a few free tactics that are passive, but you're gonna have to put in a little bit more work setting them up and everything. But like I said, there's a lot of different ways that are available out there for wholesalers to go out there and do deals. So don't ever feel like it's impossible to find motivated seller leads. It's just, it really depends on your market, how quickly you can find them and how often you can close these deals. But essentially, if you can find one seller lead a day for a whole month, every day of a month, then 1 in 30 leads, about that number you close. And so you just got to get 30 leads, basically 1 lead a day. That's kind of the goal for everybody. And so once you start doing that, you will start seeing all these deals come in, and basically just keep building up the pipeline and making sure that you're following up with all these different people. And so I've seen a lot of people have a lot of success with spending basically no money at all. But like I said, at the end of the day, it just really depends on how much time, energy, and effort you're willing to put in the business. Now, if you have like a huge budget, which a smaller percentage of people that are watching my videos probably have. If you have like $10,000 or more, then you can probably get into really just jumping in straight into like the automation side of things. I would really just get good at what you know a little bit first, so that way you can hire other people to do it. And then if those people leave or you have some circumstance come up, you can fill in temporarily and then hire someone else in the meantime, or you can take it over entirely if you don't really feel like paying other people. And so make sure that you just get really good at like one marketing strategy and hone in on it, so that way you can just consistently do deals that way. I don't recommend jumping around. I just recommend from the beginning, from the get-go, just pick one marketing strategy. That's all you need. Get really good at it, automate it, become successful with it, do lots of deals, hire people to do it for you, and then from there, then you jump around, do some other marketing tactics, and then from there, your business will really start to scale. As once you start playing the numbers game inside of this business, you're gonna make a lot of money. There's a lot of opportunity available for you, and so if I repeated myself, I'm sorry, but the video basically my phone ran out of storage while I was recording, so anyways, so make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow. And also, if you're a newbie wholesaler, I made already like a 3-part video series, and basically it's going to help build the foundation for you. So if you want to check it out, I'm going to have the link down in the description below. You just check it out, and there's 3 videos. They're pretty quick, and they'll break down exactly what you need to do to understand this business. They're going to help you find motivated seller leads, and they're also going to help you find buyers, so that way you can fill up your pipeline, have the business structure already implemented and everything, so that way you can go out there and become super successful and hopefully close a deal within 30 days, because that's the goal. And so there's the problem with like YouTube and everything is there's so much content out there, and it's all over the place. And so what you really need is like a really structured way of doing deals, and from there you can basically not have to worry as much and take more action than others, because taking massive action in this business is what makes you successful. You need to fail a lot, and once you fail a lot, you're going to make a lot of money basically. So the more you fail, the more you succeed, the more money you make. Keep that in mind, even though I just repeated it. So anyways, if you guys like today's video, join the fam, join the game by hitting the nice looking subscribe button down below. Highly appreciated. And like always, if you guys like today's video, please drop a like. Also, when you're subscribed to my channel, make sure there's like a little bell that pops up next to the subscribe button. Click it, and what will happen is you will get notifications whenever I post videos, as I do upload daily, so that way you can get notified and be ahead of everybody else in the curve and make the most money in this business from learning the lessons and methods that I teach inside of here. And so anyways, I'm uploading every day, so I will see everybody tomorrow. Peace.